Hear your parents talking about really bad parents, like, oh my gosh, Amy Stevens' mom was drunk dropping her off at school the other day, and you're like, whoa, how does that happen? And then you become a parent, you're like, oh, I know how that happens. We got a rescued cat. If you're thinking about rescuing a cat, don't. Yeah, rescuing a cat's like rescuing a hobo. They've seen some shit in the streets. It's not getting out of their DNA anytime soon. This cat's favorite thing to do is catch rats outside, bring them into our house, and let them go. First day we got this cat, I put it in a cat door so it could run away. It didn't. Apparently, it stuck its head out the cat door in the middle of the afternoon and was like, hey, there's a new motherfucker in town, and if you want to fight me, meet me in my living room at 2 a.m. Two neighborhood cats enter our house and fight our cat in our living room in the middle of the fucking night. My bitch-ass dogs are like, lock the doors. Put it there, put it there, put it there, put it there. One time, 7 Christmases ago, I was in D.C. I called my wife up. I go, yo, what do you want for Christmas? My wife's like, pajamas. That's what I heard, pajamas. She meant pajamas. I heard pajamas. She meant a pair of pajamas. Start there, Bert. I heard the plural. So I bought her 7 pairs of pajamas and individually wrapped them. She had a lot of shit to open. And then sat back in the cut going, done, son. Bitch wants pajamas. Bitch got pajamas. All Christmas, I'm like, yo, open my gift. She's like, I'll get to it. I'm working with the girls. My dad's sitting next to me like, you must have killed it this year, buddy. I was like, you'll see. Finally, end of Christmas, she gets to my present. I've been talking about this present all Christmas. Whole family gathers around. She opens the first pair, pulls them out, and just goes, oh, pajamas. And immediately I think, fuck. If that's her reaction to pajamas number 1, I can't imagine it's gonna build. My dad's drinking whiskey and eggnog and just goes, who the fuck buys someone pajamas? She opens the second pair, pulls them out, and goes, oh, more pajamas. My dad looks at the 5 unwrapped gifts, quickly does the math, and goes, oh, you're a fucking idiot. By pajamas number 5, he's going flipper on me, just Pajamas number 6, the whole family's around her going, come on, pajamas. Come on, pajamas. Pajamas number 7, they are pissing themselves. Thinking, how could this get funnier? What they do not know is I've also bought my mom and sister's pajamas. You should have seen this man when my mom pulled her gift out from me and he was like, oh, it's motherfucking pajamas. My wife saw her first porn the other day. Let me rephrase that. My wife caught me watching porn the other day. In the worst way anyone's ever gotten caught watching porn. I guarantee it. 11:30 on a Tuesday afternoon. I'm in the closet. Now, I don't even know how it started. I don't know how I got into it. All of a sudden, I'm in it though. I'm on my phone scrolling because I broke my governor when I was a kid and now nothing turns me on. I'm like, give me a tentacle or quicksand, something real. Knock the wind out of someone, something I can gravitate to. I hear her walking in the closet, phone in the pocket. She didn't see that. She looks at me and says, what were you just doing on your phone? I'm on my heels. I got this. I go, I was replying to work emails. She goes, really, are you sure you weren't watching a video called No Mercy for My Throat? Now I'm thinking that is really specific for a guess. But I stood my ground. I go, no. And she goes, dickhead, your phone's tethered to the TV in the bedroom. She had been watching me flip through all the porns I deemed boring. What, girl on girl? What is this, 8th grade? guy, girl, what am I, gay? Come on, give me something real. Ooh, no mercy for my throat. I'm listening. And this was not for the faint of heart. This was not entry-level porn. This was mascara running. Like, You know the kind of blowjobs where they have to come up for air? Just... She's like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, that is a blowjob. She's like, who does it like that? I go, champions, that's who. Yeah, that woman's there for the love of the game, not the paycheck. You gotta understand something, Leanne. All women are different. You say tomato, she says tomato. She's like, they don't make regular porn? I go, what's regular porn? She's like, the stuff we do. I go, you mean a bloopers reel? No. There's not a porn out there where the woman's giving a blowjob, stops and goes, are our sprinklers on? Yeah, I hear that. They're on, aren't they? She's a bully. A fucking bully. She doesn't give me a blowjob. Oh, no. She toys with me. Grabs my dick, stares at me just. Is this thing on? Do you know how soul-sucking it is to have to fake laugh to get your dick sucked? As a comedian, I told my buddy Tom this. He goes, that would break my spirit. He goes, do you know what I would do if I was lucky enough to suck your cock? I was like, please tell me. He said, I'd respect the fact that you're a comedian, and I would bring you original material every time. I said, like what? He didn't even flinch. He goes, I'd grab your dick, look you in the eyes, and go, this week, on a very special episode of Man vs. Food. One man takes one dick to the mouth until it explodes. We cried laughing. And then 1 month later, I'm in bed with my wife. She goes down to give me a blowjob. I have completely forgotten about the conversation I had with Tom. Until she taps on my dick and I start laughing hysterically. She goes, finally you get it. I said, what? She goes, you get the joke, it's a microphone. I said, you thought I didn't get the joke? She goes, well, you don't laugh. I said, because it's not fucking funny. She goes, well, if it's not funny, why are you laughing now? I said, I'm thinking about Tom. I'm a shit dad. I don't hit him, and stuff, but I'm a shit dad. Do you remember when you were a kid and you'd hear your parents talking about really bad parents? Like, oh my gosh, Amy Stevens' mom was drunk dropping her off at school the other day. And you're like, whoa, how does that happen? And then you become a parent, you're like, oh, I know how that happens. I've definitely been there. Stop drinking at 3, wake up at 7 for drop off, get in the car, you're like, whoa. Who wants to take an Uber today, huh? We can get donuts if we don't tell mom about it. This is how bad of a parent I am. I went to a parent-teacher conference, stayed out until 4 in the morning. Conference starts at 7:30 in the morning. I wake up, I'm like, oh fuck. I make a cup of coffee, I grab 2 Diet Cokes, go to the parent-teacher conference, kill the coffee before the conference even starts, sit down for the conference, crack my Diet Coke, take a sip, and realize I have a Coors Light. That is a game time decision, gentlemen. The second I felt the beer touch my tongue, ho, 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 ho. That's like a finger in your ass in an orgy. What kind of man are you? Do you pull away from it or do you push back into it? Yeah, I pushed back into it and I killed that fucking Coors Light. I came home, I didn't even know anything had happened. I was drunk, obviously. We had just put our new pool in, so I go and I grab Isla, I take her outside, I throw her in the pool. I grab Georgia, you already know it, don't you? The second I grab her, she goes, "Get your hands off me!" I'm like, whoa, 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 you do not talk to your father like that. Isla pops up out of the pool. "Dad, we got a bleeder!" Georgia starts crying immediately. Leanne yells at me. I end up in the pool with Isla drinking a double Tito's and soda. Getting the full rundown. Isla's like, "Dad, I followed the tracks into Mom's room." I go, "You followed tracks?" She goes, "Like a hunter, Dad." Looks at me dead in the face and goes, "Hey, Dad, I promise you right now, I'll never get my period." I was like, "Really?" She goes, "Yeah, I'll always be your best little buddy." I almost started crying in the pool because I was like, how stupid is she? I'll tell you how stupid she is. I'll tell you exactly how stupid she is. If you spend too much time with her, you start getting stupid. Does that make sense? We took a family trip this summer. First morning, we all sit down for breakfast. Isla shows up 5 minutes late, sits at the table, looks at me and goes, "Hey, big boy, what did you think about those dreams last night, huh?" Now we're all looking at each other going, she thinks we have the same dreams? She's 12. For 12 years, she thought we all got the same dreams programmed every night, that everyone got the same set, like it's must-see TV. But then I'm sitting across from her going, I had 2 dreams about this kid last night. What if she cracked the code? I lean across the table, I go, "Hey, did you have a dream that I was locked in a trunk?" My wife goes, "What the fuck are you doing? We don't have the same dreams." Isla kicks me under the table. She goes, "I'll talk to you after breakfast." That afternoon, we're going snorkeling, right? We're out on the boat, and I'm watching Isla look off the side of the boat at the horizon. It looks beautiful. Great moment as a parent to say, "Hey, baby girl, what are you thinking about?" Your kid turns around, dream scenario. "Hey, Dad, thanks." I go, "Hey, baby girl, what are you thinking about?" She turns around and goes, "We should get tattoos." I go, "We're not getting tattoos." She goes, "No, Dad, think about it. If we all got the same one, we'd never regret it." I go, "You're 12, Isla. What tattoo would you want?" She goes, "What's it called when you cover your arm?" I go, "You want a fucking sleeve? You want to sleeve? You're gonna be the only 8th grader walking into homeroom like it's a jujitsu tournament. What do you want sleeved on your arm, Isla?" She goes, "A wolf." "Yeah, Dad, his head would start up here, his body would come by my elbow, and his tail would come out to my fingertip. That way you'd know if I was happy, because I'd be wagging my finger." She's turned my daughters into bullies. Yeah, we're watching a documentary the other night, documentary on Gandhi. All I said was, I don't get the whole hunger strike thing. My daughter Georgia looks me up and down and goes, "No shit." They don't call me Dad, they have nicknames for me like Chunk or Fetus. They call me Fetus. They had a nickname they were calling me behind my back for 2 years. We're at dinner one night. Leanne sends a text. Both the girls giggle. "Oh, good one, Mom." I said, "What is it?" They said, "You wouldn't get it." I said, "I'm the funniest motherfucker at this table. My comedy's paying for this dinner and those teeth. Run it by me." I was like, "I don't think you'd find it funny." So I go to the bathroom. I come back quick. I look over Isla's shoulder. She's slow.